Namaskar, good evening, and welcome to the seventh episode of Encounter with Alok, sponsored by Zozo DMC, which is a destination management based company out in London and Scotland, which does a lot of FIT tour groups and other packages. Today, the personality which we have today, and I'm calling on my show, is a chef by profession, an entrepreneur, a restaurant consultant, and helped the hotel in getting two rosettes. Basically, I call him Jack of all trade. So I'll welcome all the way from West Dumbartonshire, Glasgow, Chef Pawan. Good evening, Chef, and welcome to my show.
Good evening, Alok. How are
How are
you?
you? I'm fine, Chef. So far, so good. So what's happening? How's family and
Not a lot,
everyone?
not a lot been happening recently because, we are all stuck at home and, following the social distancing rules and everything. So not much happening last 3, 4 months.
Good, Chef. Good. You actually following the government guidelines. And being honest, while seeing the data, Scotland is far better than any other in Europe.
Yeah, we're doing really well. People are following the rules and which is helping, I think.
Yeah, good. So, Chef, basically, thank you for giving me the opportunity and thank you for giving me the time and taking out your time and
You're
giving me
most
this
welcome.
platform. Yeah. So, I will tell you what is this show is all about. I tell in every show that basically it helps to acquire knowledge to people and entertain and nothing else. No means हम ऐसा शो लाए हैं कि जो दूसरों को भी और जागरूकता बढ़ाए और इस शो से जो जिसको जो सीखना होगा वो सीखेगा और बहुत अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म आगे ले जाने के लिए ये मदद करेगा. So, Chef, there are three sections. The first section will be based on your career and achievement, and second, it is based on travel part, and third, obviously, rapid fire round. And your
Okay.
closing statement, what you want to tell our audience.
Yeah.
So, you're good to go, Chef.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Very good. The first encounter question to Chef Pawan will be this. Tell me your journey from Kolkata. As you said, means you started your journey from Lucknow and Kolkata. So tell me your journey from Lucknow to Kolkata and Kolkata to Scotland. Over to you, Chef.
Yeah. So it's been a long journey. It started back in 2002. After my plus two, I was thinking about what should I do next. Do a post graduation or do my graduation. There's a lot of things going in my mind. But then I decided to do hospitality. So I thought at that time the IIHM was one of the best hotel schools. So I thought, okay, I'll go and join the IIHM, and then I applied for IIHM in Kolkata. So I went to Kolkata and we started my journey from hospitality from there. So from Kolkata we started 2002, and then 2003 from college they send usually on industrial training to one of the places, one of the hotels in India. So I went to the JP Palace Agra. It's a 350 room hotel. It's a big hotel, actually one of the popular ones for Agra Summit when Musharraf and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, they met there. So that's why it's known as well in India. Quite a big hotel, and was a great achievement for me to get IT training in there and also get the opportunity to work in such a reputed hotel at that time. And from there, in 2003, where did my training in 6 months in every department of the hotel. And then in 2004, I decided I will come in Scotland to finish my degree in hospitality. That's when I came September 2004 to Queen Margaret College, Edinburgh. That's where I finished my degree in hospitality.
Good, Chef. Good. Just wanted to know, like you're from IHM, and on this platform, I would like to tell that I also completed my degree from IIHM. And Pawan, you'll be glad to know that episode number 5 was with Dr. Pauline Anna Gordon, who was our lecturer at that time. And on this platform, I really, from last 17, 18 years, I have never spoken about one lady due to which I am in this country. That's Dr. Sanjukta Bose. So Bose madam helped me, means quite a lot to get me to Scotland. So जो मुझे जानते हैं, जो मुझे नहीं भी जानते हैं, और जो मुझे बहुत ज्यादा प्रेस करते हैं, तो आप जान लीजिए कि इस लेडी ने मेरे को बहुत हेल्प किया था यहाँ पहुंचने के लिए, एंड आई हैव दैट रेस्पेक्ट फॉर हर, मींस म्यूचुअली. सो wanted to know, when you came in IIHM, what difficulties did you face when you came to from IIHM to Queen Margaret? What projects, what modules did you have in that, and how did you overcome it? Because from coming from different land to a totally different land, और उसमें क्या दिक्कतें आई आपको?
It was quite a difficult when in the beginning when I first came from Kolkata to Scotland, especially the language barrier. My English was okay. I wouldn't say it was great,
It's
but back
great,
then
chef.
it was
It's
okay.
great. It's great. Yeah.
It's I think it's getting better. So at that time, I could understand everything, but to get the Scottish accent, to understand everything in the Scottish accent was quite difficult. So was the language barrier was there, plus the cultural barrier as well. From India to Scotland, it's totally different culture, work environment as well as the studying culture, and we are not used to sitting in the library and typing up 3,000 word essays, and so it was a difficult one. But we get used to it after a while, and then the modules were like there was 12 different modules, but some of them I could say was one of them was facilities management, one of them was entrepreneurship, so marketing. So there was one few of the modules. So I was quite glad when our first module we did was I think marketing for the first exam we did. So I got one of the highest marks in the whole university. I got 78%, and it was one of the highest marks from among the Indian students. Definitely, I was I think third highest among the whole university in that module. So it was great as well.
Wow, congratulations, chefs. Getting to know that means you coming from India, coming from totally different land to a different land, and you did a wonderful job. So, while doing, when you said you had 12 different modules, and the course period, as I know, I have studied from there, was 1 year, because I faced too much difficulty in that. And yes, language barrier, because Scottish accent is little bit of difference. We can tell that means Wales, Scottish, English, all are different accents. And in just 300 to 400 miles, you have different accent. So when you said marketing, means how
Yeah.
did you? What was the project you chose, and what did you do in that? What was your sample?
Basically, I did like a project called Small Business. So
Okay.
I showed them that I'm going to open a vending machine which will supply basically CDs and cassettes and like music things. Usually my
Wow.
vending machines are meant for chocolates and food items, stuff like that. But in that, I thought I'll do something different, and I said I'll do that in one of the concert halls outside there. So when people go for the concert, we can sell the cassettes and CDs from the same artist, which is playing at that time. So when people go back, they can get the same back by vending machine. So that'll be memory for them. I went to watch that concert, and when I was coming back, I collected a CD player of that same artist who performed at that concert. So
Wow. See, chef, means what I believe. See, in India, when you see our child from standard LKG to standard 12, they are very means smart. But as soon as we come after 12, means when we enter college or universities, I want to know, means why are, means our boys, our daughters, our children, means our, everyone steps back. Because what I believe is that यहाँ पे जो means the training, the modules they do, they give practical knowledge. Like when you mention small business, in India we were given theoretical knowledge, but over here you have to particularly go out, like you went to the concert, so it helps a lot. Do you agree with me that or not?
definitely, I think the education system back home it is changing now, but I think it need to change a little bit more to get people know the practical knowledge is definitely more important than the theoretical knowledge. I'm not saying theoretical knowledge is not important, but it is the practical knowledge gives you the the confidence to go out in the industry and perform better, because theory will help you to gain the knowledge, but when you have the practical knowledge you can go to the industry and feel better that you have the confidence to perform better at different levels.
Yeah. So I want to know, chef, like, okay, we have talked about your journey from Lucknow to Kolkata and Kolkata to Scotland. Now, I want to know, because while I was reading, and I follow you on Facebook as well, while I was reading, I came across a line chef, means you started your career from a line chef to a head chef of a flagship property, means it takes a hard effort, because when you talk about Glasgow in terms of hospitality, in terms of hotel, you talk about Cameron House, you talk about Blightswood. So how did you manage? What was your journey in that point? So we've talked your journey of India point of view, from India landing to Scotland. Now in Scotland, how was your career, and what journey in hospitality terms it took? So please go ahead, chef.
Yeah, so in 2004, when I came to Scotland, I was interested in food production, in kitchen. So I wanted to get into the kitchen in Scotland, which was, quite difficult again. From back in India, the food culture is totally different from Scotland. I have never cooked something like, British food before in my life. So I came here, I was trying to get into the kitchen. Even here was quite difficult. To get a job in Scotland, they usually look for, probably everywhere else, but even more in UK and Scotland, they look for a work experience, which I didn't had much from working in the kitchen apart from my training in JP Palace Agra. So I wanted to get into the kitchen first. So I decided I'll just start from small things. I couldn't get a job in the beginning in the kitchen, so I decided to do bartending in Hilton, and I was also doing waiting staff in Radisson's. That was the beginning. Then I got a job as a sandwich maker in Griggs, which was my first step towards getting into the kitchen in Scotland. So that was experience, learning different things, making sandwiches. I know it's not a big thing, but it's one step towards towards your goal. So from there, I got a job as a line chef in Hard Rock Cafe. I was still doing my degree in hospitality at that time, so I was only doing weekends in the beginning. So just Saturday, Sundays at that time. Once I finished my degree, I started working full time there, and I started to gain knowledge about the British food and start to work towards my goal of getting better in the kitchen in UK. So first 6 months were quite hard to get gain knowledge about the British food and stuff. But after that, it got easier, and after the hard work, it gets even more easier. So after 6 months, I started to feel a lot better, and start to gain confidence in myself, and I think I started to do well, and the company recognized what I was doing, and they promoted me to the kitchen supervisor towards the end of my first year when I was there. So after they promoted kitchen supervisor, I thought I should do more and work hard to achieve more. And then towards the end, I was there for 2.5 years. So in the second year, they chose people from all over the world, from Hard Rock from all over the world, basically 2 people from every Hard Rock over the world, and they send them to Hyde Park, London, for a concert. So basically, the chosen people were sent there to cook for the concert, people in concert, and plus the artists who are performing there as well. There's 25,000 people there. So it was great opportunity to see all those people performing live as well as cooking for them.
So sorry, I'll interrupt you, sir. When you say 25,000 people in concert, means did you give a cooking, means live demo, cookery demo, or what did you do?
No, it wasn't a live demo. Actually, there was portable kitchens all around different areas of the Hyde Park. So we were just cooking for the people as well as the artists. But the portable kitchen was, it's not ideal because the smoke was there was a lot of smoke in the small kitchens. The extraction's not as great as, normal kitchen because it's a portable kitchen. So you couldn't work for more than half an hour. So you cook for half an hour, you take 15 minutes break because you couldn't work more than half an hour at one stretch because the smoke was that much. So you get to see whatever you want to see as well. Basically, they'll give you a chance they'll ask you which artist you want to see perform. So you can take your break at that time. So it was quite good.
Wow. So how did you manage to get 2 rosettes for Cameron House? What did it mean? Tell me
so
about
after
that.
The Hard Rock, in 2007, I joined Cameron House Hotel, which is one of the 5-star hotels in Loch Lomond. So my journey started as chef de partie, and I moved from chef de partie. I get promoted every second year, a year and a half. I got a promotion from chef de partie to senior chef de partie, then junior sous chef, and then head chef. I was head chef. 2012, I become head chef of the Cameron Grill restaurant. So when I was a head chef, we had 2 rosettes from before, from a few years, but when I started working there, after a couple of years, I was head chef. We were awarded 2 rosettes. Basically, they look at the food quality and also the service point as well, everything, and then they awarded the 2 rosettes for my restaurant.
Wow. Wow. Seriously, wow. You know what means on this, a poet called Robert Frost. I remembered his few lines because the struggle, the journey you have done, your passion, your dedication has paid off, chef, and still way to go. Like Robert Frost said, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Very well said.
Mm. Yeah, very well said, chef, as well. And so I wanted to know now, like when you went to um, Cameron House. So you know my the sponsor Deepak Yadav, the sponsor Swati Rao and Deepak Yadav of Zozo DMC, who's our sponsors. Uh, they mentioned means yesterday while talking to them. So Deepak was mentioning that you cooked for Queen as well. So I want to know because it's this platform getting to know about the Queen whom we take oath ceremony while getting a British citizenship as a big thing. So tell me something about that, about cooking for the Queen. What excitement did you had? Did you actually see her? What preparation did it take? And did someone come to monitor that? What was that?
Yeah, so 2012, the Queen, Her Majesty the Queen, she came to Scotland in Clydebank, and the Cameron House was chosen as one of the property to go out there and cook for the Queen. And like I was quite honored, to be even one of the chefs. We chose around 8 chefs from the whole resort. We had around 60 chefs in the whole resort. So we were the 8 chosen chefs who were there to go and cook for the Queen. The preparations, the security as well is one of the things. When Queen is here, they have probably for 1 week they monitored us where we're going and stuff as well. And we have to sign in, sign out everywhere we're going, and you have to let them know if you're going anywhere else outside your home. So that was one of the things. Plus the menu as well. We wanted to showcase Scottish food. So we decided we're going to do service smoked salmon, one of the starters, then lamb as main course. So we wanted to showcase the Scottish produce as well as our cooking skills. So and to be I actually seen Queen from quite close, but I didn't really met her personally, but I would say from a 10-meter distance I'd seen her, so it was quite good.
So a breaking news for Encounter with Alok audience. The Chef Pawan, the only Chef Pawan whom I have met, has cooked for Her Majesty the Queen. Well done, chef. That's very good.
Thank you.
Okay, so if I'm not wrong, you went after that to Blythswood, right?
Yeah. So basically, after that,
sorry to interrupt you, chef. Is it still owned by Kempton Hotels, or what is it?
Yes, it's still owned by Kempton. So
and it's
in
one
Cameron
of the
House.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's one of the best property I've heard about of all Kempton hotels. Blythswood is one of the flagship property. Yeah.
Yeah, IHG, one of the flagship properties. IHG probably gives Kempton as a brand of all the 5-star hotels, but Kempton is one of the prestigious and one of the renowned brand of all over the world. So Kempton is probably one of the finest properties of IHG. So Cameron House, after the Queen function 2012, I actually got awarded also the Chef of the Year in 2012 end.
Oh wow!
For my contribution for organizing the event. Plus I was part of the event and my journey as well from Chef de Party in 2007 to become a head chef, and then doing such a reputed event also to gain 2 rosettes for my restaurant. So I was awarded the Chef of the Year as well in 2012, and then I again more knowledge, and I did my intermediate food hospitality course when I was there, food and hygiene course, and then towards 2016 2017 I passed my advanced food hygiene course as well.
So chef, tell me, we do it because I'm a hotelier by profession as well. So when hotelier speaks to hotelier, we want to get to know that getting from elementary food hygiene to intermediate food hygiene, advanced food hygiene. So how does advanced food hygiene help you? Does it means boost up your career in that way, or what is it? I want to know, please.
Advanced food hygiene is really important when you become a manager. I would say when you're a head chef or a manager, when you're managing a kitchen, I think it's really helpful because you have to follow the guidelines from the government. Allergens is one of the most important things in UK. Recently started off is one of the legislation last 3-4 years and getting more important. So you learn about allergens, you learn about health and safety, you learn about HACCP, you learn about everything in advanced food hygiene course. So to become a manager and to run a kitchen, which is, safe and work environment for everybody, as your team plus for the guests as well, is very important. You have the knowledge to, perform things which are, safe for everybody.
Very good, chef. Very good. So we come to the end of round one, and you have done very good. I give you 100 marks again. Yeah.
Thank
Well
you.
done, chef. Well done.
Thank
Very good. So we move to round number two. Now, this is based on your travel part. So after coming from India, you came to Scotland. So where did you go? Means on your travel part, what is the best place you have ever visited till now with the family or yourself? Please go on that, chef, please.
Actually, being a chef and being in hospitality, you don't get time to travel a lot, but whenever I get time, I do like to travel. And even if it's for work, then you can spare some time for traveling. I went to London a couple of times for leisure purposes. Then once I got awarded a head scholarship and Intercontinental Park Lane, London. The Theo Randall, the celebrity Italian chef. So I was working with him for a couple of days. I was awarded the scholarship.
Wow.
So I worked with him for a couple of days and also explored London as well after. So I stayed back for another few days. Then I went with my family as well after. Also, I went and worked with celebrity pastry chef Dennis Drame in Pennyhill Park, London as well. So I was there for 3 days to learn pastry skills. As well as after that, I stayed back and explored more of London as well. And then I think one of the memorable visit I would say is when recently we went to Venice and start of this year actually. So
beautiful.
It was one of the beautiful cities I always wanted to go, and finally I managed to go there with my family, and it was a great experience.
Wow, chef. Wow. And in India, what do you consider? Which place you want to visit you have never visited in India? Because it's a very vast country, very big.
I would like to go to Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay.
I've never been to that part of India, and I've been to like closest to there. Like I've been to Uttarakhand, Mussoorie and Dehradun. That's where I've been, but I've never been to, Jammu and Kashmir. I would like to go to Jammu and Kashmir. Also like to go to south part as well, Kerala, and I'd like to go there as well.
Yeah. And see, I'm diverting from the topic, but this is really important. I wanted to know, chef, like now you are a consultant as well. You run your own business as well. So while consulting in a restaurant, you are recently doing, I came to know from Deepak, you are recently doing something in a restaurant, you're consulting and you're giving consultations. You're going, means basically you're going. So in the terms of pandemic, if I talk about, means how hard is for the restaurant? What measures are they taking? While basically I want to know when people come in, when the guests come in, and what do they do? What have you placed things in advance following the government guidelines? I want to know that.
Yeah, we are following guidelines from government, and everything from social distancing to making sure there's people are following everything. Not more than 2 families are coming together in household and stuff. But the restaurant side, we have implemented procedures, quite strict procedures, I would say. So when the guest comes, basically there is a sanitizing station, and you enter, and they sanitize their hand. And when they enter, they have to wear the mask as well when they're coming inside the restaurant. And then they have to fill in their details so we can track back, where they're coming from and all that. We get the details checked in as well. And then all the tables are set in a way. Then even if you pull the chair for like in the back, there's still 2 meters apart in every
beautiful
every table. And also there's partitions between tables as well. So, and the bar is, we have blocked the bar so nobody can come on the bar to, get served. These are the things for the guests. And for the kitchen point of view, we are wearing masks in the kitchen as well. Told everybody to wear masks. Also, everybody when they check in, they have to monitor their temperature. So they scan the temperature of everybody. If they are over 38 degrees, then they have to probably sit down for 15 minutes and then check again just in case something wrong. And then if it's still over 38 degrees, then we'll tell them to go back, because we can't take a risk, because at the end of the day, business will suffer, but we have to take precautions. We have to follow government guidelines.
Yeah. Very good, Chef. I want on this platform, I want to request everything what Chef Pawan has said. Please, it's to think about, and please do follow the government guidelines. That's very important. It's not only important for a country point of view, for a nation point of view. It's important for your life point of view. So now, Chef, we have passed second round as well. Now we'll be going to the final round and counter rapid fire question. So you ready to go, Chef?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Very good. And countering the first rapid fire question for Chef Pawan will be this: ingredient you are most afraid of.
Um, Wasabi.
What's that?
It's a Japanese horseradish. It's quite strong. Once I've tried to use it, and I think I overpowered like the mayonnaise I was making. So since then, I try to use it. Not
Okay,
a lot. And if
good,
I'm
good.
using, I add it gradually after my first experience of using it.
Very good. Weirdest dish you have ever made?
Weirdest, being a chef, I think nothing's weird now anymore. At first was weird, but now it's nothing weird more, but like weird anymore. But I would say when I first cooked octopus
Oh my
was,
God, yeah.
yeah, it's quite, it's like, oh, this is, I was even afraid to touch it at the beginning, but being a chef, you have to try. So
You're
yeah,
right,
so
yeah.
I would say octopus.
Who's the better cook, you or your wife?
At home, my wife definitely.
Ah, you playing a safe game, man. Okay, good, good. Okay. Chocolate pudding or vanilla creme brulee?
I love chocolate and chocolate in any form.
Okay, good. What was your favorite food to eat as a kid?
Uh, I used to love all the sweets. I have a sweet tooth, so anything sweet. I love gulab jamun, jalebis,
Okay,
but
good,
I
good.
love all the sweet things.
Okay. What condiment, if I open your fridge, what condiment do you always find in your fridge?
Tomato sauce, mayonnaise.
Okay, good. On scale of 1 to 10, how good singer are you? Because I've heard Deepak said that you are a good singer as well.
I think I'm around 7,
7. Oh, very good. How many pillows do you sleep with?
just one.
Just one? Okay. Have you ever milked a cow?
I tried actually. I
Wherein in
tried. The milk never came out, but I did try back in my village when I was a kid. It was quite fascinating to see everybody. How the milk comes out. So I tried, but I don't think I managed it really well.
very good. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for someone?
I don't know about someone, but I did one of the crazy things. I wouldn't advise people to do it, but I sat on top of the running train. I traveled 8 kilometers on top of running
What?
train
Oh my God.
with with my cousins and stuff. So I wouldn't advise anybody to do it. It's not safe. Please don't do it. But that's one of the things I've done.
Nesta, look for Pawan. He's very naughty. No, chef, very good. You've passed all the encounter questions of rapid fire round, and I'm very glad. So, before going, you have to give a closing statement. So, what would you tell my viewers? Your closing statement, chef. Over to you, please.
Okay, in this current period, I would like to say that please follow the government guidelines, wash your hands, maintain your social distancing, and for all the aspiring hoteliers and hospitality people, it is quite hard at this time, but we'll get soon in a position that we'll start earning and start making progress, and we'll get better. So hopefully the COVID goes and the hospitality industry will come back even stronger than before.
Very good, chef. The hospitality industry will come back more stronger than ever. Thank you, chef, for coming on my show. Much obliged. And we will see you all next Saturday. Thank you, chef. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
Alok, for
much.
inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure.